Hi, if you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of February 2016? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so Cancers, this month, it's very quiet. Like I feel like you come into this month just quiet. Like it's restorative. It's your heart's open. There's an opportunity for you to be able to be pulled forward. So it's for me, when I see that kind of energy, it lets me know that a lot is in your control. A lot is up to you. You're the catalyst. You're the one who has to put in the time and the effort and the energy to make something happen. So there's nothing in your way. So that's good. So it means your destiny's in your own hands. So it's a nice way to start the month. And we also know that Mercury is now no longer retrograde, so it is direct. So that means communication is open. You can see all the challenges and all the things that have stopped you. A lot of your fears may be coming up this month. I'm feeling like immediately some anxiety in my heart and chest and my throat. So some of you may be dealing with some anxiety, some things at work or things that are keeping you from finding work, your own fears that you need to deal with. A lot of fear around abandonment or loneliness or just rejection, not feeling good enough, which is kind of, that's as Cancers, that's who we are. Those with Cancer moons, you're sensitive. You're somebody who is internally more emotional. You're somebody who is, has a lot of fears, and you maybe won't share them, but Cancers internally, a lot of times will internalize more things. And depending on your other, the other planets that are involved with your birth date, it may not be as strong because let's say maybe you have a Leo moon or a Leo rising, so you're very strong, but internally is where you feel more sensitive or you feel more anxious or afraid. Cancers usually have a lot of anxiety. So this month you're going to see an opportunity to get rid of some of that. There's a new moon February 8th in Aquarius, and that's going to kind of like open your eyes. You're going to see a lot of stuff about yourself that you're going to be able to heal and let go of, and it's going to give you a greater sense of peace of mind in knowing that you're not as messed up as you thought you were. So it's a good month. After all, Cancer, you're going to find some really good things about yourself, and you're going to really step into a place of power and stability. And, and once you walk through a fear, it's like, wow, it feels like you've conquered so much. So it's a really good month for you guys to take a moment and to be able to deal with the things that you're seeing now. Well, let's go into personal relationships, romantic relationships for those of you that are in a romantic relationship, in a committed relationship. So there may be some communication things that are still kind of tangled up from leftover from last month from the retrograde that you may have to deal with and that are a little confusing or disconcerting for you. But the good news is that your partner is interested in helping you and in cleaning this up with you or clearing it up with you. And there's also some of you that are holding yourself back from the relationship, that you're the one who's the holdout. You're the one who's really kind of not leaning in. And sometimes that's just because we're tired and we don't want to, or it could be from fears of getting hurt. So there might be some stuff that you know about yourself that you're going to deal with in your personal relationship. Now, there's also huge opportunity for romance with you this month. There may be like a vacation or a little opportunity where you get an epiphany and go away. So there may be some side things going on where you and your romantic partner go to a play or a movie or walk on the beach. So there's a long car ride. So there's just a lot of opportunities for these little injections of romantic time throughout the month. And I really see around February 20th being a nice surprise too, like a nice time. And of course, here in the States, we have February 14th, Valentine's Day, which is also really nice. So it feels like it's all in all, it's a good month. Now, if you're looking for romance, Cancers, this feels like it's a month where you have to have some patience. Now, here's the thing. When we're dealing with our own emotions, right? So if you're somebody who's like, wow, I've got this fear, I really know I need to deal with it, or I haven't gotten over the last relationship, they really hurt me, or I wasn't ready, whatever the conversation is, or you broke off an engagement and you're afraid to, you're going to pick wrong again, or you keep attracting the wrong type of people. You have to let go of these, and I can feel all this pain in my lower abdomen, in the second chakra, right? And so your pain gets housed in your body until you deal with it, right? That's why we start to get illness, because it's all the emotion dumping into the body. So one of the things that you can do is talk to the body. You guys are extremely psychic and very, very sensitive cancers. So you can just place your hand on that body part and just close your eyes and go into your heart and say, what do you want to tell me? What do you want to say? Treat that pain or that body part like it's your best friend. And then just start talking and see what bubbles up or what comes up, right? And it sounds a little hokey. It sounds a little like, how do I do this? But just pretend like you're talking to your best friend, like that body part is your best friend, and it's just giving you the down low on why it's in pain. And what that does is just kind of bubbles things up, opens it up, so it's no longer stuck in the body. And when you do that, you get clarity, and it also brings in new information, and it also brings in the solution of how you can help yourself heal. So in relationships, there's an opportunity for everybody to find love. It's just that if you're in the middle of healing something, like energy attracts like energy. So if you're in the midst of healing something, Cancer, most likely you're going to attract somebody else who's got that same issue. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just saying, be aware of how healthy emotionally you are. Are you fit to be in a relationship? Are you fit to be in a romantic relationship? Maybe you just want a one-night stand. Not that I'm, a proponent of one way or the other, but it's just know where you're at in your life, know your level of commitment, know if now is a good time to get in a relationship or not, or if you're just lonely. And if you're just lonely, then go hang out with your best friends, right? Then really find a best friend energy or a therapist or a healer to help you move that stuff until you really get emotionally fit so that you can attract the right soulmate. So there is an opportunity to have love this month, but I'm just saying it may not be the highest level of love because right now it feels like you're dealing with some stuff, bringing up some stuff from the heart that needs to be healed. And in the back of the throat and the lungs is where I'm feeling it mainly in your body, besides the lower chakra that we talked about. Okay, so on a positive note, if you put any effort at all into this Cancer, into healing some of your emotions, it'll go like that. It'll clear it very quickly, and then you'll be able to see a good relationship for you. You'll be able to see towards the end of the month potential new relationship, and especially in March, much, much better for a relationship. So if you really spend the time this month getting your shit together, you're going to see in March like this explosion of good opportunity. All right, so let's move on to career and money for Cancers. Okay, so I feel like on one hand you guys are moving, like you've got a lot of things happening, there's a lot going on, and there's, in another way, you're kind of dragging yourself to it. Like, there's a lot of effort that you're having to put in. And that could be just because of old sadness and fear that is hanging on. And I feel like once you clear this, those relationship and those career things are going to open up. So the good news is it feels like it's going to expand and more money can come in for you guys this month. A lot more money for Cancers this month is possible. You may be asked to work overtime. You may find yourself thinking of something new or a new creative way. There may be something that you can share or sell and it feels like an accident. In other words, like you didn't really intend for this to be a business, but it just took off. Like, so you may have a talent or something that that you bake that people like, or you're a seamstress and you've been doing something as a friend for somebody, and all of a sudden it takes off and somebody says, hey, I want to hire you full time. So you could have a talent, they're showing me a talent or a gift that you've been giving away freely because you enjoy doing it, that somebody comes in and says, I'm going to pay you for that this month. and start yourself off on a whole new career. So that's very cool. So pay attention to those things that you do so naturally that you're giving away your time and effort, and just think a little bit, what would it look like to put this in the framework of a job or a career, or, to earn a little extra income. So very powerful opportunity for you this month to earn more money with something that you already love. Okay, for your health, Cancers, I feel like your health is good. I feel like it's other than a little tired energy and feeling a little lethargic, I feel like your health is good. I feel like your immune system may have been compromised. You may have recently been sick last month and you're feeling a little puny. Extra vitamin C and liquid B12. I love the Pure Encapsulations brand from Amazon. The 5,000 milligrams is what I like. Take whatever you want to take. Check with your doctors, of course, but that always helps with the immune system and getting yourself back on track. And especially if you're in the winter months, it's a good boost. So I feel like your health is on track and you're moving in the right direction. And you're really going to find a peak in the middle of the month where you just finally, like, this cocoon kind of opens up and you start to do this metamorphosis where you're really starting to wake up and blossom. And you're going to start to see that mid-month. And the beginning of the month feels a little quieter. By the middle of the month, I feel like you've gotten this big metamorphosis, and then you're just flying, if you want to, fly high all the way through the end of the month. There's going to be more of shakeups happening in March because we've got eclipses in March. So February feels like you've just kind of are coming out of this deep sleep, waking up, having this greater sense of awareness and what you want to do and who you want to be, and you're taking care of your own emotional body, healing it and transitioning, and you're seeing where you can be paid for your time and for your talent. And so this is a really great month of a transitioning into what's next for you. And then March, it just like bursts open too. So really good month for you guys. Let's see if there's anything else unexpected for you, Cancers. Yeah, you may find people commiserating with you, people going, that happened to you, that happened to me too. So you may find, company in your misery, but you don't want to stay there. You want to do it so you help each other. The universe is bringing you these like-minded individuals to elevate you, not to keep you down, or not to say, oh gosh, what are we going to do? No, it's to say, let's do this together. Let's correct this. I don't like being like this anymore. So you may bring some people, attract some people around you, but it's not to keep you in that place. It's so that you can help each other along this path and get better. All right, Cancer, so a very healing month in store for you, a happy month in store for you. There's going to be like the blinders are coming off and you're going to see some stuff and you're going to go, wow, that's really great opportunity. People stepping in and wanting to pay you for your time and talent. So a great month in store for you guys. So have a really amazing month, Cancers. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like and share it with your friends. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.